everyone, this is your daily tarot. This is Mary from Seer, and I thought I would try this setup. That way you could see the cards and kind of me too, if that works. If you'd rather just see the cards, you can let me know, okay? Okay, anyway, so this is for August 4th, 2019, and we'll just get started. So I've already shuffled the cards actually, so I'm just going to shuffle them a little bit more and then flip them and shuffle them one more time, and they're so big. My hands are so small. And then, you know, the people that do them this way, I'm going, how do they do that? So I kind of have to do quite a bit before I start the video. So, okay. So anyway, we're just going to kind of go with the flow and see what happens. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups here. This is for all signs, by the way. We have the Four of Pentacles. Bring it down just a little bit lower. We have the Hermit. Try to do that for you. We have the Fool. See that? Okay. So it's the first time doing this setup, so I might be kind of rusty, so I apologize for that. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. So that's typically when we're walking away from an emotional situation, okay? Emotional pain. And it looks like this is the Four of Wands. It could have been like a wedding, or an engagement, or a marriage, or a home, happy home, or should have been a happy home. Might have been a happy home at one time. Now, Hermit is, we're in the Hermit mode, and I'm just going to talk as if it's me, right? We're in the Hermit mode, and that's the time for reflection. That's the time to say, well, did I learn anything? I mean, you start looking at the actions, you start replaying some of the things that happen with a sense of detachment, so you can see all the sides and see your own place in it. Does that make sense? The Fool. Okay. So the Fool is it could be acting like a fool, like you have no cares, but it's also the first step in the journey, the Fool's journey. The Fool's journey is from 0 to 21, and that is all through the major arcana. It's each, as we live our life on our life's path, we have these major journeys, you know, major parts of our lives where we learn big lessons. So this is the beginning of the journey, okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand on the Eight of Cups here. Kind of like doing this in between, just to make sure. So we have the Sun card. Well, that's interesting. So I'm walking away from something that was really happy and bright and open at one time, right? We have the Emperor. Kind of looks like somebody walked away from the Emperor. Or the Emperor walked away, but we'll get more information. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me put that back. It is meant to come back out because I was really starting to go in the second stack here. So it's possible if it's supposed to be there, it'll come back out. Let's talk about the relationship, the commitment, the wedding, the engagement. It's a Hierophant. Okay, reversed. So the Hierophant reverse talks about not doing things the traditional way. Let's keep going here. Okay. It's also talking about a relationship being off balance, not being able to make a decision. This is a Two of Pentacles reversed, or making the decision. It could be either one. This could be trying to get in balance, this could be regaining your balance. Depends on how you want to look at it. Could be regaining your balance after, like, you had two relationships to choose from, two people, two jobs. Money, you weren't able to balance your money. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Hermit. This is the Six of Cups. Basically, this is someone from the past. But the issue with this is when it's reversed, is it could be somebody coming from the past that maybe caused concern, like you're not, kind of like you're unable to resolve what's coming back. Does that make sense? And then we have the Nine of Cups reversed, and this is your wish card, that the wish didn't come true. And this is interesting. This is very telling. So thinking about somebody from the past that you didn't get your wish with, and that is upsetting you. Us. We'll say like that's you, right? But this could resonate as the other person too. Right? All or in part. Okay. So now let's look at the Fool here. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have the Three of Wands reversed. Wow, what a picture. Emperor. So the Nine of Wands, so the Fool, somebody acted like a fool. Acted like they had no responsibility. Acted like they didn't have a commitment. Just thought they could walk away from something without any, like that, right? That's no problem. They walked away just to run, as a player. It's a player. Yeah. Walked away, I'm just a player. But they didn't get what they wanted. And, they didn't get the rewards. But more than that, they were walking away because they thought, you're not going to get your rewards from me, the person that they were dealing with. But because I'm the emperor, I'm the man. The man with a big ego that can't bend. The man that thinks he knows what's going on. Wow. What's going on now? It's not so much of an emperor right now. In fact, looks like this person is having, I can't think of the word. It's when you start really seeing things for what they are. Sorry. You can't run away from yourself, from your past, from all the times you wrecked your own wishes, all the times you got in your own way while you blamed other people, right? But what happens is when you have somebody that goes, go ahead and go. When somebody goes, okay, you don't want me? I'm out. They don't argue with you. They just go. Then that person is left on their own. In their next lesson or their next drama, trauma, whatever. And that person that they were blaming has extracted themselves. Then they're there. And at this point, they're thinking about, why do I keep getting here? Why does nothing work out? And it might be starting as a poor me thing. Wah, wah, wah. And that's what they use to get people's pity. But at some point, this is an important part of the lesson. This is huge for this person. Big. I thought they were my son. Well, were you out in the open with that player energy? I don't think so. Wouldn't be here if you were. So, were you open with the juggling? With the marriage and the relationship, but acting like you weren't? You see? Okay, so the Hermit, back to here. Change it comes in when people are just in so much pain they never want to relive it again. You know that. That's important. So, look in the paper. All right, I hope you can see this okay. So now, let's find out about the Emperor. Hangman, reverse. One more. Okay. Now see the Emperor, Thought he had all the time in the world. Never have to look at anything. It's like this. That means it's time to reconsider your position. Reconsider your thoughts. Reconsider who you are. And there's see that clock right there? See that? Sorry, that pocket watch? It's kind of like a heel watch on the foot. But anyway. They never thought they'd have to check their position because they were so sure they were in the right because they're the emperor. They just wanted a party. And the reckoning. That's the word I was working for. Okay, so how does this affect the daily reading, right? This is like a half a year long reading. I also just want to let you know I do all the different zodiac signs, and I do weeklies. Weekly readings also for each sign. So, now that you've seen, or they've seen that they got in their own way, let's ask what you need here. What do you need now that you've seen that this is a pattern happening over and over, and that this is kind of ruined their own happiness, that they've done this to themselves? You can pick the greatest people, but the greatest people won't put up with it. So your cycles will get shorter and shorter and shorter, or your people will get worse, and the drama will get more. So either way, you know? Justice. So, this person, Emperor, wants justice. That's cool. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the one that they come in and kind of like Casanova. I don't know. Most people don't even know what that is now, but it's like the lover. They're all full of energy and love, and they're inspired, but then they lose the attention. You know, they get bored easy, and they're looking for the next conquest. Well, when the Knight of Cups is reversed, and he just kind of commitment phobia, doesn't want to make a commitment, just kind of leaves distracted. No follow through, okay? That's kind of obvious here. Okay. So I would like to go back to this Justice card. Whoops, wrong card. This card. And I want to go back to this. And if this is you or somebody in your life, we're going to look at the Sun, because this person wants happiness. We all want happiness. No matter how messed up our actions are, I'm just saying. No matter how much we are lying to ourselves. And even the most person that seems like they're like, we all do it in some way. That's what the Fool's Journey is about. It's about the lesson. So we got the Sun, we got the Emperor, we got Justice, and we have the Hermit. Okay, what do we need to know here? Maybe we'll do oracles. These are angels and ancestor oracle cards, okay? So, what I'd like to do is shuffle better there, but I'd like to take, I'm going to keep these two together. Yeah, I want to, the energies between each sets of these, the Emperor and the Sun, and the energies between Justice and the Hermit. I hope you can hear me okay. I switched around things. My microphone's over there. I'm trying to talk loud enough so you can hear me. Okay, Emperor and the Sun. Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Instincts. Oh gosh. Justice and the Hermit. Let's get another card. Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Trust your instincts. Emperor. You have to decide that you really want to walk in the light. You have to decide that you want to be a person of abundance. That you want to be Because, you know what, here's the thing. If you're really the emperor, we know the emperor's stubborn and egotistical, but still a good leader doesn't treat people like dirt. A good leader is going to look at his options in a good way, not in a selfish way, because his people are his people he's ruling. There's all kinds of leaders and there's all kinds of kings. You know what I mean? Okay. You want to be... See, this card, walking in the sun, the bright sunlight, you see what's going on here? There's somebody that's a perfect match. There's two people that are perfect match. They're almost like twins, you know? You know? And so, Animal Guardian says, you need to trust your instincts. You just need to start going within. Why do you feel so tortured with this? Why do you feel, you know, that thing, why doesn't it ever work out? Well, this is why. Because you're running on that automatic mode and you're not checking in with your higher self. You're not treating people the way you want to be treated. That's just the way it is. You wouldn't have that feeling. You wouldn't be feeling like you weren't good enough. You were not good enough if you were good enough in your own mind. So, that's your judgment call on yourself because you know you're not doing right. So, Justice and the Hermit. The Hermit says, I need justice in my life. You can't have justice if you're not willing to give it. You understand? You have to be willing to give it to others. It's not just going to appear as a reciprocal. So above, so below. You're going to be a match to whatever you're putting out. If you're putting out deceit, you will receive it back. If you're putting out lack, you will receive that back. And if you refuse to listen to anybody and be unkind to people, you will receive that back too. Magic Guardian reminds us to unlock the magic within. What is it you really want to create? See, the whole relationship thing, as human beings, when we're shallow, that's all we can think about. That came out bad, I'm sorry. When we are not focusing on other things to make us happy, all we can look at is relationships or cars or money. Because we are not fulfilled in other ways. But if you're not fulfilled, no car, no person, no amount of women or men, however that works, conquest is going to make you whole and complete. You have to be that for yourself. It starts with finding out who you are. Unlocking the magic within is going back to before you were hurt so bad and you blocked and you put the walls up. What did you like to do? That's it. Finding your joy. Did you like bike rides? To do things for the joy of it. Drawing, painting, cooking, man or woman, who cares? Right? Flying kites. Simple life brings joy. It brings you back to who you were before that happened. Before all of your hopes as a child were burnt down. Because you keep recreating the same thing. We keep creating the same thing. You're not alone on this journey. All of our journey. Especially right now. So, your homework for this week is discovering your own magic. Discovering the things that make you happy, and you will unlock the magic, and you will unlock your higher self. Have a good day. My thoughts are with you.